our demand is now going to be that an incredible international organization be brought out, humanitarian organization like MSF or International Red Cross Society be brought in to register people and get their biodata. If those organizations ask us to help, we will help them. We will not help the state in getting data on people unless there's cast iron written guarantees in stone at this particular juncture.
We don't want refugee camps, so we're asking government what's their plan for reintegration of people who have been set up in the 4 bases into our communities. We want this to become a community problem and not something where we keep refugees on the outskirts of the city with no access to schools or to their jobs. So we want government's plan, and we're going to ask them to give it to us within 72 hours.
The biggest problem we have is we don't have coordination from national, provincial and local government. We have a really good disaster management operations center from the city, but it is not doing entirely the correct thing. It's setting up 4 camps that are way out of the city, which may become health disasters because people may get infectious diseases, and most importantly, it's not integrating people in the community.
We are forming a social justice coalition against violence and crime in our communities. We're going to officially launch it 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock St. George's Cathedral on Tuesday. Every South African and every person living in this country who does not support the xenophobia, who does not support the violence, who wishes to condemn it, must attend that meeting. It's going to be a big rally. Break from your exams.
Everyone.
Facebook all your friends, tell them to come. We are only having ordinary South Africans and people living in South Africa speaking, and eminent people with moral standing, and there's not many of them. It's not a government platform.
We would like to see every community center opened in the city so that people can go there. The national government won't bring out the army because they say that's bad for South Africa, to protect people. They don't want to deal with those sorts of things. So there are a number of things like that that's a problem for us. There hasn't been an adequate release of resources from provincial and national government to Zilla's committee to actually deal with the critical crisis of doing this sort of supplies. This is unsustainable.
We've given a 12 o'clock deadline for tomorrow to the Department of Home Affairs, the Minister of Home Affairs. We've asked for a few things. A written undertaking that there'll be a moratorium on all deportations in the entire country, not just Gauteng, and particularly for the Western Cape, so that we can tell communities this. When you go to the shelters, you must inform them of this. A moratorium on all arrests related to immigration documentation. People have lost it, it was burnt, it was stolen, damaged, or some people have not been documented because they've been waiting 12 months because of an incompetent Department of Home Affairs office.